deny them food. Deny food. My sister laughing because she knows. When that stomach gets to grumbling, and you like, whoa, sister, we gonna go eat? I want to eat now. Well, I gotta talk to my elder. I ain't the elder. I'm hungry. They in the car cussing you out on the way to the restaurant. That don't make no sense. You take my bed. I was in class since it opened. I come to class with you. You can at least leave when I'm ready. And you like, whoa. And then as soon as they get some food in them, I'm so sorry I did that at you. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I'm gonna have to make a testimony next week. That's what we do. But right here in verse 23 it says, when thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is put before thee, as the Maccabean boys did, as the mother did. Because the king's meat seems to look better, don't it? That's why we was fighting so hard to end segregation. Because the white man water colder, the white man ice is more frozen, the white man's bread is more white, the white man's sugar is more sweeter. His fruit is better than my fruit. For years we've been supporting our own people, but as soon as the white man come up with something, the white man's phone is better than anybody else's phone. The white man's clothes, the white man's women. For some of our sisters now, the white man. But that's what we do. It says, consider that. Verse 2 says, put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Put a knife to your throat. You know how serious that is? This man that's given to appetite eats anything that's put before him, while wearing fringes. Go to family cookouts and don't ask how nothing's prepared. Just go grab it. Plop it on your plate. And then we sitting there, we eating it and got pork all on it. And then wonder why our stomach hurt. We wonder why we sick. We eat everything. You know what? Erykah Badu made a statement in one of her songs. You should pick your friends like you pick your food. She said that's what her father told her. Maybe that's why our life is so messed up. Because we let anybody in it. Maybe that's what it is. Everybody don't need to share your space. Because some people don't mean you no good. That's why, baby, why it's so easy for us to just fall off from serving y'all. Because sometimes our friends are more influential than the Most High. But to have that type of appetite, where you eat whatever's before you. Let's go to two more places that I'm going to end. Let's go to, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 6. Ecclesiastes chapter 6. Let's look at verse number 7. It says, all the labor of man is for his mouth. Whether it's physical food, bragging rights, it's for his mouth. That's what it is. And look at what happens because we labor for our mouths. It says, and yet the appetite is not filled. That's why the Almighty said, if you're going to boast on something, boast because you know me. If you're going to labor because labor and praise me. But a lot of us labor so we can talk about how many cars we have, how many homes we own. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with prosperity. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But sometimes we got to put prosperity in its right perspective. And that perspective is, if it wasn't for Yahweh, I wouldn't be prosperous. So I'm not saying that not to be prosperous. I'm for prosperity. Only a fool would want to be on Skid Row. I don't mind if my shoes don't have no bottoms. I don't mind. I don't mind being hungry. I don't mind my baby starving. That's a fool. That's a Christian mentality. They tell you to drop everything and follow him. That's their mentality. The righteous mentality is, I want to be prosperous. As Brother Royal had brought out last week in the book of Jeremiah, dealing with, he wants us to build houses, plant vineyards, get daughters for our, get wives for our sons and husbands for our daughters. That's what he wants us to do. But he also wants us to remember that we are in captivity. And a lot of times we forget that. So in verse 7 it says, all the labor of a man is for his mouth, to fill his stomach, or to brag, or to just boast. Well, I got 3 wives. I got 10 wives. Ain't taking care of none of them. And then the latter part of that says, and yet the appetite is not filled. Meaning that we're constantly wanting more and more and more. But when we allow the labor of our hands and recognize that it comes from Yahweh, then we're satisfied with what we have. And anything else we get is just extra blessings. But this man here was never satisfied. He always got the fork to plate, hand to mouth, never getting full. Life ain't right if they don't eat everything on that plate. And then eat some more so that they make sure they're full. We all got them family members. Turn to the book of Ecclesiastes Proverbs 28. We all got that. You put out something on the table, and the family member that came and took the whole bowl. Ain't nobody else done got none of it. They just sitting there with the bowl and spoon. And you like to, sister, did you get some of my potato salad? No, because I made it with the mayonnaise and don't got milk in it, and it's actually it's vegan. And did you get some? No, I didn't get none. You look over and Uncle Tom over there and ate the whole thing of potato and put the bowl back. See, that's vexing too. Wash it if you're going to eat it all up. Don't put the bowl back, drink the last of the Kool-Aid, and put the potato back in empty. And people come and be like, for real though? That's vexing. That was just a little sidebar there, just to be considerate. Proverbs 28. And now let's look at Proverbs 28 and verse 21. Says, to have respect of persons is not good. For a piece of bread, that man will transgress. For a piece of bread, that man will transgress. Now, the purpose for me doing this lesson today, and I appreciate everyone's patience and listening. This was mainly a personal mission for me. This lesson was directed towards me. Have to work on patience. Have to work on showing mercy. And also have to work on appreciating Yahweh. See, we spend more time on what we don't have as opposed to appreciating what we do. You know, I can sit back and reminisce on everything I used to have. I don't have those things no more. They gone. They gone. I don't have that onslaught of what I consider to be a whole lot of money coming in, hand over fist. I don't have that anymore. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm not destitute. But we concentrate on what we used to have or what somebody else got. You know, it used to be said before our great Moray passed that it was an issue because he had got a new car or something. Well, you know what? That's none of my business. Yahweh worked that out. I wasn't in none of them meetings. It's none of my business. I ain't got time to concentrate on why he got a new car. him getting a new car ain't got nothing to do with my salvation. It's none of my business. And some may say, well, brother, you need to make it your business. No, what I need to make my business is fixing my walk with the Most High. Because Yahweh is not going to judge me on whether or not I care because he got a car or not. That's not my place. My place is to fix my way with him. So this lesson here was just one that I thought was needed, because a lot of times we get weak. And we get weak and we become very complacent at times. And just to let you know that just because I am a teacher doesn't mean that I don't face the same troubles or toils that I deal with. So I taught this lesson here, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing the Sabbath day with us, both online and here with us today. Are there any comments or anything? Yes, Sister Lee.
Very beautiful lesson.
Praise y'all.
Very touching, moving. Was very real. The scriptures that you brought out. Very good application of the scriptures.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Are there any other comments? All right, if not, once again, I do appreciate everyone that sits and listens. I as well do appreciate the internet audience as well for sitting and listening and taking in everything. Though there are things you may disagree with me on, that is fine. But as long as we can come to the understanding that these aren't my words that I'm speaking, we can be all good. Because Yahweh didn't put me in this position to speak my opinion. I'm here to speak his law. And not only am I here to speak it, but I'm here that I have to live it. Because the best teacher is example. It is now 4:15. Y'all willing, we're going to take a small intermission and return back here at 4:45. Thank you once again. We'll give all praises and glory to Yahweh. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.